So hi Sunita Kulkarni.
Hi
So
Rohit.
hi, hi. So before we start, I'll introduce you to everyone. So Sunita Kulkarni is a chartered accountant who turned into an entrepreneur while having a global e-commerce based business in India, USA, as well as United Kingdoms. She is a certified nutrition advisor helping thousands of people across the globe to recover from various health disorders through nutrition. She also came the second runner-up of Mrs. West India 2020 in gold category and with the subtitle of Mrs. Shining Star. And she was also recently awarded with the Excellence in Health and Nutrition by the Women Excellence Achievers Award. And in simple words, she is beauty with brains. So we'll get right into the questions. So, Mrs. Sunita Kulkarni, as far as I know, you were detected with the rheumatoid arthritis when you were in the standard ninth. So, would you please tell us about how you faced struggle in schooling life?
Rohit, thanks for inviting me in on your YouTube channel first of all, and thank you so much for giving a amazing introduction. So, of course, I'll tell you a lot of things about my journey,
Thank you.
and it starts. You shooted the first question on my struggling life, so let's start with that. I was a I got detected with a autoimmune disease called rheumatoid arthritis at age 15, and of course I spent half of my life, more than half of my life, with this kind of disease. And as you know, this is a disease which is a very painful thing. So, um, you know, when I got detected with this disease, at one day all my dream got shattered. Like, when you dream of building your career and doing something good in
Yes,
life
yes.
during teenage, and you know that you're getting something like this, I don't know whether you'll be able to walk in your life, whether you'll be able to do everything. So that's sometimes it's very very painful. So of course I struggled literally, and more than physically, no, we struggle more mentally when we get into something like this. It's more of
Yes, yes.
mentally, like how we'll spend our whole life, because we see people around who are struggling with disease.
Agreed. Yes.
Okay, so this is how I spend. But one thing I have done good in that time. I just stopped dreaming about my long term plans. I just made small short term
Hmm.
goals in my life, and that is how I just moved. Having painkillers and moving ahead. Having painkillers and moving ahead. This is how I spend all of my academics life till the time I got introduced with something which cured me.
Pretty appreciable. How long was the whole period about the arthritis and stuff, all the period which affected your academics during the.
Whole academics, Rohit, whole academics, like from class ninth till the time I completed
Okay.
my CA. I did my job. I was doing, I got married, my son born. So lot of, like, almost like 15 years or so, 15
Yes,
years of
yes,
my life with that kind of thing.
yes,
All of my teenage life and youngsters life that I spent in this kind of disease, rather than roaming around with friend. I had no other choice than studying. So I was studying more because I was not able to go anywhere and enjoy my that life
yes,
which people
yes.
do enjoy with their friends.
So, what made you choose CA as your career?
Oh,
Which fact did you decide on? What basis did you decide to do CA?
if you ask this question uh, from people from our generation, I'm sure most of them will tell you the same answer. In our generation, we didn't have a lot of options for career. We just knew that we had to have to do something wherein we can make good money. Okay, and Rohit, we were in such a financial background that we couldn't think of doing something of very fancy, even if I was a very sharp student. So CA was not a very planned thing. I wanted to do something, make good money. So this came in between, which needed little lesser investment than and other things. I was very good in maths, and I had done my class 12th with science stream, but I couldn't go for the actual thing which I wanted to do, which was IIT or something else. So I did something which I could afford to do. So that is how I landed up in CA. So it was not planned. That career was not planned for me.
Yes, yes. So, like I said about the academic achievements of yours, is there something that I missed on? Like,
Uh,
yes. So,
yes,
any more
yes, yes.
would you
Yes,
like to add up to?
as I told you, my CA career was not planned, of course. But what I believe is wherever you go, you should give your 100%. So whatever I'm doing, I have to give my 100% over there, and I have to excel there. So after becoming a science student, finished my
Right.
12th with maths, I went into commerce and did started CA. I got all India 7th rank in CA Foundation. I got best lady
Yes,
candidate in
yes,
CA Foundation. I again got all India 48th rank in my CA intermediate. I passed all my CA exams in first attempt, and that was the period during CA intermediate. I was like completely bedridden. I was just studying, and
yes,
I got ranked there. As I told you, I had nothing to do other than studies, so I was very good in that. I was doing it
yes, yes,
religiously. So these are some of my academic
yes,
achievements long back.
yes, yeah, yes. Like you won the second runner-up in Mrs. West India 2020 gold section. So, how did you come across the opportunity to participate in that life-changing event?
Okay, good question. Actually, this pageant thing was. I think a lot of girls have these kind of dreams. I got this dream when I have seen long back in 1994 Susmita Sen winning Miss Universe. So that dream was somewhere
Yes,
as a child. It was there, but somewhere down the line, because I was not well, and the city from where I belong from a city Ranchi, which is quite famous now, but it was not famous that time.
yes,
So we basically belong from Bihar, and we didn't have those liberty to choose career, something that kind of career like glamour, fashion, or music or art, something like that. We were very particular about our careers, like doctor, CA, engineer. These kind of career was allowed at my home. So that dream was somewhere like like it was just vanished, finished, because of these kind of constraints, as well as more important was my health, because I couldn't think of doing something like this which
yes,
relates to your health or beauty or anything. But when after getting into nutrition, and I got
yes,
I regained my health, somewhere I started this dream again started in my mind. And I I believe that if your subconscious mind is looking for something, you find some other them, like you get hint, and if you take right decisions, you just grab the opportunity. So similar thing happened with me. I just saw some post on some friends post on Facebook and applied there, and
yes,
fortunately my the mentors to whom I was groomed in my beauty pageant, Mrs. West India, they were very very supportive. They appreciated my whole journey, my whole struggle, and they actually helped me to transfer myself from a girl who couldn't think of doing something like this to a beauty queen who can just think of going to the bigger stage at this situation. So there are a
right.
lot of people who motivated me in doing this.
Yes, yes, yes. I totally agree. As far as I know, you did a vast and an intricate study in the field of health, lifestyle, and nutrition.
Mhm.
So, how did exactly it benefit you in your life?
Okay, okay. Rohit, what happened is the disease which I got is called autoimmune disorder, wherein your body your body's
Yes, yes,
cells starts killing other cells. Okay, so these kind of disease are something which doesn't happen because of any bacteria or virus or injury or anything. It just happen inside your body. Your body starts creating some imbalance into your body. So when I study, people wonder how come I become a CA and then I transformed into nutrition advisor. Now I'm like, more people know me as a certified nutrition
yes, yes,
advisor than a chartered accountant, and I'm more happy on that. So the whole transformation happened because when I got introduced with the nutrition and health, I understood that my body has a capacity wherein it can heal anything and everything whatever happens, like even a small cut in your finger to to the extent of cancer cells,
yes.
everything can be healed inside your body. If we just go back to our ancestors, or maybe
Agree.
just the way which we hear the our mythology, we know that they didn't had these kind of technologies, but they had few things which helped in healing our own body. So the same principle apply here, wherein my own body can cure myself, can heal myself if I give the right raw materials. So nutrition and diet and supplementation
Yes,
plays a very important role, where I'm just giving my body the right nutrients that helps my body to recover on its own. Okay, in this way my body
yes,
got
yes,
recovered, and I'll tell you, my 14, almost like 14, 15 years old disease got recovered in like 1 or 1.5 year. So
yes,
this the
yes,
whole transformation happened in this way. And then I got a lot of information about fitness. I got certifications from NHI California, and all the research I did for myself, just to cure myself.
yes, yes,
And becoming making this as a career was not my thought that point of time. But when I got recovered, I understood that this is something which so many people wants. ठीक है मतलब I could have made a lot of money as a chartered accountant, become in that career, but somehow
yes,
because I had struggled so much, I could understand the feeling of people who are struggling towards health. So that inclined me towards making this as a
yes,
career, and that is how I converted my whole career to this field.
yes. Like we, if I help someone, I feel good about it, right? So as you have helped so many people and so many families all across the India, so how do you feel? How do you feel when you help them for a health disorder or something like? How was your feeling?
This is what I was telling the last question's answer is, this is what helped me to become more satisfied, because as I told you, you can make a lot of money in any career these days. It's not very difficult. You can make money everywhere, but this is where I'm actually helping people to come out of a lot of disease, and that gives a different kind of satisfaction that cannot be material, that cannot
Yes,
be
yes,
expressed in words. I can just say that's a different feeling altogether.
yes, yes.
So it feels wonderful when somebody gets benefit because of you.
Yes. So, like you said, you got NHI certification from California. So, would you tell us more about how you came across the NHI course?
My husband had a colleague who introduced us to this. He introduced me to a nutritionist, and she told me everything. She helped me actually, basically, to get out of this disease, and she was the one who told me about this, the whole course and whole system.
Yes, yes, yes. So, asking you the next question, I'll start with a phrase like it is be positive. So, so as keeping a positive attitude helps you in most of the places, and especially when it comes to health, like having the
Yes.
positive attitude health helps you a lot in getting better or recovering from the disorder, right?
Yes.
So, how did it help you? How did the positive attitude help you? Yes,
Uh, when we help people to get out of disease, see, it's not a medicine. Your own body
Yes.
your own system is the healer. Okay, so that's actually called holistic healing,
Agreed.
wherein your own body, with the help of right diet, right nutrition, with the positive mental attitude, with right kind of exercise, helps you to heal yourself. And of course, I have applied a lot of positive thoughts, and in our business we have an organization which helps us to get trained on a lot of positive thinking, and right kind of thinking, we can say. Not only positive thinking, the right kind of thinking is very, very important in these kind of things. So that has actually helped me. And when I am helping people, I'm not just helping them in terms of exercise or nutrition, I'm also helping them in terms of getting into the right environment, getting the right mental attitude, in the right positive mental attitude. So that's actually helping me as well as a lot of other people.
Yes, yes, yes. That's really amazing. Um, so I'll ask you a follow-up question. So when your son was born in 2008, if I'm not wrong, you left your high-paying job and started practicing CA. And after that, you got into the nutrition field using NHI courses and stuff. So after that, you even started your business, right? So what was your mind process when you decided to start the business and to
Okay.
help the ongoing income?
uh, um, Same thing. When I see, I was very good in academics. I had a high paying job, but here the
Yes, yes,
question, here when I when I don't know how much you'll understand, Rohit, but I know women will understand. When we are very career oriented, we are on the top of our career, but after getting married and after getting a kid, it's a different, it's a different feeling altogether. Then you have to prioritize in your between your family and career. So I'm born in a family where my mom was a housewife, and whatever I am today, I can just tell you that's because of my mom. She was the one who took care of everything. In spite of all my health challenges, I could excel in my academics. The reason behind was my mom, my parents, okay, and especially the mom who takes care of the kid. So that was always in my mind, that I don't want to prioritize my career for in place in spite of my kid. So that was always my priority. I left my job, I started my CA practice, and simultaneously I got introduced with the nutrition side. So as I told you, somehow I got inclined towards nutrition, because that was something where I was helping people, and along with it I had an option of converting into a career. Here I always had has an option of, in CA profession, I always had an option of making money, and other things was I know how the career is, the corporate career is. And here I got benefit not only on my health, I got benefit in the health of my whole family, my near and dear ones, my relatives, whoever I can influence. And
yes.
that's how I decided, after like 2 years or so, I could actually replace my corporate income from my this career, my entrepreneurship in health and wellness industry. So I could actually replace my income, and that was a big reason for me to think this as a career, if I can concentrate on my family as well as my career. So that was also always possible. And I'll tell you, the I my profile. I do a lot of things. I don't just get into one thing.
Yes.
I have done this beauty pageant thing. I work for a lot of NGOs. I also sing. I sing for a few music albums and everything. So I do a lot of stuff which I can do along with my career. Was not possible in my CA career, not with my corporate career. Okay, so of course I thought, let's balance everything and come into something. Everybody goes into startup. Why? Because they just want to balance the work life thing. And along with that, you get a satisfaction that you're working for your own self. So that's helped me to took decision that this is the
Yes.
best place for me to work.
Yes. So, can you tell us more about what exactly your business is and what is the advantage of that business over the salary or traditional business?
Very good. So, our business is an e-commerce based distribution business, wherein we are building a global business sitting in India. So it's not that traditional distribution of business. It's a e-commerce based. Everything is virtual. Everything is online. And the most important thing is we are working in wellness industry. Okay, so people go to doctor or people go to hospital when they get sick. We work here to make help people to understand that health is important. And and last 8 months people have actually understood the concept of being healthy. Okay, because in our country, when you get sick, when you have cough or cold or fever, you go to the doctor, you get few hundred rupees medicines and you just pop the pills. Okay, so this is a concept which this is a concept on which we are working, that you have to help yourself to keep healthy. I don't want, when I got RA, how painful this disease is, I only understand. Okay, so we are helping people to stay
Yes.
healthy as long as they can, and along with that, they can use the whole system to build their career as well in this industry. So this is how it's working.
Okay. So, yes.
And along with that, Rohit, I'll just add on, the best part of our business is we have a training and support organization which helps us to build this business worldwide. Like, when I get into the CA practice,
Yes.
even if I'm a CA, I was working in a consulting firm for so many years at a very high position. Nobody will come and help me to set up my own business. Okay, when you get into the startup, you have to do on your own, right? In our business, the benefit is there is a team
Yes. Yes.
which
Yes.
helps you to build your business. Okay, and there is a system which is set up. Like, our system is has lot of experience, with people having lot of experience who are helping you to set up this business wherever you are. Like, sitting in India, I have a business in US, in UK. So it's not possible with a traditional business.
Yes, yes, yes. So, like you said, there are very successful people in the business. So, when you started with business, you got together with these successful people. Your network increased. So, how did it eventually help you, and how people also get the same opportunity?
How did it help you, as in? I
Uh,
didn't get
how,
your
how
question.
how did it help you? As in, how did it help you to increase your network?
uh, that's a set that's a whole process they have. That's a system that's written somewhere, and it's strategized for each and every person, and as per their time schedule, as per their convenience, we help them to set up their own business. So that's everything is documented,
Right.
everything is there, and a team is working one on one with the person. So it's not that you'll be given something and you have to do on your own. It's not like that. We help people, we take their hand and help them to proceed step by step in this business. And of course, the strategy may differ for different people, because everybody has a different challenge, everybody has different ambition. We have housewives in our business, we have students in our business, we have big CEOs in our business, big doctors, industrialists, everybody is there in our business. So people have different kind of aspirations, ambitions, challenges. So according to their ambition, according to their challenges, we help them to strategize their schedule and build the system.
Yes. Okay. So, like you said, you also must have an mentor in your pageant, right? So, how did they help you?
The mentors in the pageant.
Yes.
Okay. The pageant, in which every pageant has mentor, I guess, but in the pageant where I went, have mentors who are very good in. The best part of pageant is you get personally groomed, like the communication, your self confidence. I already have a mentor in my business, wherein I have already groomed in lot of areas. Okay, there were few areas which were left in terms of fashion, and in terms of presenting yourself. And the most important part was I was never so confident, on stage, how to present yourself. So we have mentors in our pageant who has helped us in these areas. So for us, what happened was, generally pageant is what happened. It finished in one. It normally finishes in 1 month. Like from audition to the final pageant, there is just 1 month gap. In our case, what happened is March we went into the audition, and there was a lockdown from March. So our final pageant was in November. So we actually got opportunity of 7-8 months to get groomed through the mentors. Of course, through virtual sessions and everything.
Right.
But that gave a lot of time. Sometimes, Rohit, I'll say for a lot of people, for me, I'll tell you, COVID has always been give something better than it was earlier. So it has given a lot of time to me to personally think on this, to get groomed, and implement everything. Whatever is taught to you, you need time to implement it, right? So that I got in that period of time. But yes, pageants are,
Right.
of course, a very good place to get grooms in terms of personal presentation kind of thing, and self confidence.
Right. 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 Yeah. So it's like when I want to start something new, I always think about what other people will say, what he will say, like what other people think about me. So like you shifted from a high paying job to CA, then to a nutrition, then a business. So what did you think what other people think, or how was your mind process in all that?
Yeah. I changed a lot of careers, so you must be wondering ki you never thought that what people will say. I'll tell you,
Yes.
at very early age, I understood that there is no point in consulting everybody. So whatever you do, there will be some
Hmm.
people who will say something to you. So it's always better to, of course, you have to take care of your near and dear ones, your people around, what they say. Okay, that's important for me. But I'm a person who generally doesn't, I have left it long back, long back, wherein I have to, consult everybody and see log kya kahenge, है ना. लोग ही सब कहेंगे तो आप क्या करोगे. कोई कुछ नहीं कहता है किसी के, nobody bothers, Rohit, nobody bothers what you do. Frankly, I'll tell you, I have changed my so many careers. I have, now where, of course, when I started with my, I left my high paying job and became a housewife for some time. There were people who were saying ki, you are, I've heard all those ki, what you have done, you have spoiled your career and everything. When I went into business, then all people said, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Okay. When I went into, so this happens all the time. But this is something which should be clear in my, when I'm doing something, should be clear in my mind. I have to convince myself rather than anybody else.
Yes.
And if I am convinced that I'm doing the right thing, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And tell you here what thing has helped me. In our business, there is a system, I'll tell you, N21, which helps us in personal,
Yes.
grooming. We have a lot of books on self-help, like, magic
Okay.
of thinking big, think like these kind of things, dynamic living seminar, say yes to your potential. These kind of books actually help us to think in a right way. Okay, so I'm not telling that do anything. Of
Okay.
course, not for youth. Ki do it, to go and do whatever you want. It's not like that. Think something, do that, and then be sure that you're doing right. And then don't bother what others are
Yes.
telling.
So, what was your moral support in all these endeavors that you achieved?
As I told you, it's always my family. Earlier, my for my career, for my health challenges and my academics, my parents, my family, my whole family was so much. And whatever I did because they were there. And after that, when I got married, I came here with my with my nutrition thing, my business, my beauty pageant. It's all my family which has helped me as a backup, as a support. But what I believe is, if you believe that you're doing something right, you get right people around. So you have to be very very sure that what you're doing, some you
Yes.
get some contradictory words sometimes, but you have to be very, very sure that you're doing it. Even if you have one person to trust you, that's enough for you to go ahead.
Yes, that's absolutely well said. Um, so, is there anything that you would like to say to the youth of the country?
Okay. Uh, uh, of course, I have to say so many things to the youth of the country, but one which is very, very important is, see, when we were growing, when we were thinking about our career, we didn't have a lot of options. We had very few options, which we just did it. Okay, just gave our best for that. So now, because there are a lot of information and lot of options available, so many people are confused what to do. Okay, so whatever you do, you should be passionately doing it. First of all, the most important thing is you should be passionate about what you're doing. Okay, and you should give your 100% for what you're doing. It's not like I'm doing this and that and everything, and
Yes.
small part of this, small part of that, small part of that. Whatever you do, just do it wholeheartedly. Just give your 100%, and then leave the miracles to happen in your life.
Yes, absolutely. So, like you said, you do business. So, would you also recommend them to do the same?
Which
Uh,
one?
yes. Like, do you recommend the e-commerce website?
Absolutely. I'm
Yes.
actually working with a lot of youngsters. I have kids like 18. Anybody above 18 can do it. In fact, the career which I'm into it, I always tell youngsters, I got this opportunity when I had evaluated a lot of things in my life. But for youngsters, these days, Rohit, in our country also, you actually need various careers. You cannot just go to office. 8 to 5 job is not there. And nobody is interested in that, especially the new
Right.
generation.
Right.
They're not interested in 9 to 5 job, but they are more interested into become celebrity or social media or influencing people. Okay, so here is a career wherein you can build your personality. You can help others to build their personality. You can earn very good income. Okay, and that too you can do along with whatever career you have. Okay, so I have people, I have very high paying job. I have people with very high paying job. I have people with very low income levels or high income levels. I have students with 18, 19 years of age doing engineering or medical. Along with that, they are doing this e-commerce business, and that's helping them. That's actually helping them also in their academics, because the best part of our business is the N21 system, which is training us to groom ourselves. And when you learn success principle, that success principle can be applied anywhere. If you
Yes.
learn those success principle in this business, you can apply it in whatever career you want. So that's absolutely, we have separate,
Yes.
I take separate sessions for Gen Y. We call them Gen Y, below 25 kids. And we have
Yes.
amazing response on this thing.
Yes, that's really amazing. So as we all know that there is some time when we are feeling low or feeling demotivated. So when you are feeling low or feeling motivated, what were your steps to go back to the same level?
Oh, good. I have a lot of books with me. If you come to my home, you'll see a
Yes.
big bookshelf having lot of books which helps. You need something to help you at that time, and we have learned all those things. I'm teaching others to take care of ourselves, because emotional balance is again a very important thing. Okay, so when you excel in your life, you have to excel in all the areas. Your professionally, in your relationships, in your emotional balance is very, very important. EQ, what we say is, with your IQ you also need EQ. Okay, so that's very, very important, and for that I have a lot of books and tapes and audios which helps in various situations, that I can recommend to everybody, even if people who are we are into our business or not in our business, we are actually helping them in this area, because everybody need it these days, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll ask you the one of the last questions. So, like when we shift from stuff to stuff, like you did from CA to nutrition, and then to the business. So, like there are some people who oppose us, or sometimes even do not support us. Like at times it is our family or someone specific. So, did everyone from your family support you while you decided to change uh,
It never happens.
careers?
It never happens. It never
Yes.
happens, right? And that's why I told you, even if you have one person to support you, that's enough. That's enough for you. I don't want to specifically mention anything over here, but there are no. It never happens that everybody will come and support you. Okay, but you have to just find right things. You have to find positive things, and then you have to move ahead. Eventually, everybody comes with you. This happens when you become successful in something. When I left my CA career and started into this, there were lot of opposition, especially from my family, like my parents and everything. They were not so happy with the thought process that I quit my high paying CA career and come into this. Okay, when I decided to went into the beauty pageant again, everybody was not very keen on that. Okay, so every time I just found one person who supports me. Okay, and eventually the whole family, the whole everything, everybody around comes and support you.
Yes, so like I'll tell you about something which came into my mind couple of months ago. So it is basically a platform, like a platform to sell your idea. So what happens is we have couple of companies with us. So eventually, if you have some idea but you do not have the capital to build that idea into a reality, you
Mm-hmm.
just post it on the postideas.com. We have a website, and the companies which have registered to us and even which haven't registered to us would see your idea and eventually contact you and take buy the idea legally from you. So
Okay,
that is what came into my mind a couple of years ago, and I eventually worked on it. And yes, so it's finally done.
this is
So
amazing.
while ending, would you like to say anything to the? Yes, thank you, thank you. So would you
Yes,
like to
yes,
say anything to the
I've seen
people?
all your videos, and I've seen all those, and I'm quite very impressed. This is what I was telling you. Newer, younger generation like you are is very ambitious. Like when we were staying, were at that age, we had that specific thing that we have to study this and that, and then go and do job. Okay, this is not true with the new generation. You guys are so creative, and you have amazing ideas, and you implement this. This is such an amazing thing. I'm really proud of you. I'm so happy that you are doing something like this. Of course, this idea should reach to a lot of people. I want everybody to subscribe to your channel, to go through all the your stuff. And this is amazing. I'm all the best, and amazing good job you're doing. Amazing job you're doing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So after this session ends, it also will be uploaded on the YouTube channel itself. So people who didn't attend the live due to some problem can watch the video later on, and even it would be uploaded on Spotify. So the people who want to listen to the podcast can also listen to it. So I'll share you the link after it is uploaded on the Spotify.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yes, yes, sure. Yeah. Okay. So would you like to say anything for before we end the session?
That's it. I just want to tell again to everybody, see, whatever career you are, you should be if you're not very satisfied with that in terms of finances or the time or money, you can definitely look for other options in your career. And it's better to always have a backup plan with whatever career you are currently.
Yes, yes, yes. Have a good evening. We'll end the session now.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Rohit. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, and I'd like to thank you for giving me an opportunity to take your interview and to know more about your life and
My
struggle
pleasure.
that you had. Thank you, Sunita. Okay.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.